Hi, Scott Lumley here again. Had another question come in today that's asked me how I stay motivated. How do you stay motivated to go out and work every day? Well, I'm going to tell you right now that's not easy. Staying motivated every day to get out and beat and grind and work and the daily life that weighs down on top of people, it's just not easy out there, folks. And I think all of y'all can probably fully relate to this, Again, my platform is always talking about business and strategies and clever ways to that I have developed over the years. But it really is still a grind. It still really is a fatigue that sets in on people that sometimes is very difficult to overcome. Fatigue can turn into depression if you're not careful. Depression can turn into a lot of serious things as we've discussed on some of my other blogs. I like to do some things. I like to motivate myself. One thing is there's an old saying, early to bed. Was it early to bed? Early to rise, early to bed, work all day, and advertise. I think that's about the way it goes. I heard that years ago. I think maybe my dad even said that. But there's a lot of truth to getting up early and getting your day started. It seems to kind of get your metabolism moving faster if you get up early in the morning. And if you sleep to 9, 10 o'clock, and I had a guy just recently, he called me 100 times, Mr. Lumley, I want to do exactly what you do. I want to be a great entrepreneur. I want to do this, and I want to do that. So I said, okay, I finally broke down and said, okay, although I didn't think he was qualified, and by the way, it's a pretty I can't say that word very well. It's very difficult to get into our Resolve Suite system. It's a very, very highly regimented process in which we vet people extremely hard to get into. Well, this guy probably called me 100 times. Well, please, Mr. Lumley, meet me. Well, finally, I broke down and said, okay, I'll meet you. So I set up an appointment for him at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and 1:10 rolled by and he wasn't here. 1:15 rolled by and he wasn't here. 1:20 rolled by and he wasn't here. And I thought to myself, well, don't know. Maybe something happened. Maybe he had an accident or something. Well, I get a phone call about 4:30 that afternoon. It says, Mr. Lumley, I'm sorry. I overslept. And I thought to myself, boy, you are real motivated, aren't you? You work so hard to get these appointments with me. And then you finally got your appointment and you slept your way through it. So staying motivated to work is not easy. It is very difficult to stay motivated. But getting up early in the morning, and by the way, if you can't get up before 12, 1 o'clock at day, you're not going to be very motivated throughout your day. So get up early. That's one way to start off. Second thing is to make sure you eat well. I struggle with that myself. Eating well has not been always, I've always been the guy that had a high metabolism and, could eat, a Snickers bar and a Dr. Pepper and go for 3 days. That's being silly, of course, but that was my metabolism. I could do that. And now if I don't eat 3 meals a day, I got a headache. So, eat well and eat good food. That's another way to keep your mind clean and clear. The other thing is to, and this is, I think, it's a real important thing to stay motivated. Put positive people around you. I've had people that I walked into the office that automatically looked mad. I didn't even say anything to them yet. It was no animosity or anything. But I walk in the office, they just looked like they just hated being there. So, often I'd ask them, hey, are you okay? I'm fine. Well, and what ends up happening is that ended up pushing off on me. That all of a sudden I become in an ill mood. And all of a sudden, I wasn't as motivated to move forward. So surround yourself with people. Now when I walk into my office, and by the way, now when I walk into my office, I've got somebody standing there smiling back at me the minute I walk through the door. Because one, they're happy to see me there, and two, I'm happy they're there. So that keeps me motivated to move forward, is putting people around me that want to be there. If you don't want to be here, you don't want to be doing this, then go find something that makes you happy and motivates you each and every day. The other thing I like to do is to keep me motivated is I am a creative person by nature with a lot of business experience. So I like to stay creative. I try to come up with a couple of things a week that are just kind of out of the box, to keep my mind rolling. And 99% of what I come up with don't work. That's the way creative people are. is, we have to go through things to determine whether or not that they'll work or not work. But then some of them do. And the truth of the matter is, you just need a few of them to work to be very successful. And as you can see, I went from suicidal 6 years ago to extremely financially successful today. And that all come from simply motivating myself in a fashion that kept a positive environment around me for all the time. So with that said, motivation starts within yourself, and you need to work hard every day to keep a positive environment around you and to do something that you enjoy doing that makes money. So with that said, that is my thoughts on staying motivated to work every day. Have a great evening.